Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I am Isana Keratano. Good morning.
And good morning, Isani.
Good morning, Sam.
How you doing?
It's a beautiful Wednesday. I could say that with certainty.
With certainty. With conviction. It is a beautiful Thursday.
Mucho gusto. It's
you heard me?
Wednesday.
I said
Where is it? Thursday.
I am so ready to get this week over with. Isani, I had such a busy day yesterday and I kept on saying, man, I'm so happy tomorrow's Thursday. And they kept on reminding me it's Tuesday and I said, shucks, man. Like, I have to say Isani tomorrow. I'm kidding. I did not say that.
You're living way in advance of what the actual date and time is, man.
I'm looking forward to the upcoming weekend, though. I know that this is the final GST-free weekend coming up. For a lot of us, we're trying to get those last-minute shoppings in. I know you've done that already, so
I'm good.
Forgive me, I'm gonna be joining the line this weekend as well.
I have a couple of things to deal with this weekend. So
okay.
I'll also be taking advantage of the second GST free weekend. I can't complain, right? When they give you something free, you have to take it, right?
Yeah, as a true Belizean. But let's look forward to some of the conversations that we have lined up for you, starting off with keeping families healthy beyond the holidays. Also, navigating financial stress during the holidays. Then Cellular World brings 3-day Christmas deals. Tribe Fitness brings energy to the Haulover run. And finally, preserving cultural identity with Bram and Samba. You would know that there's a big celebration right now for the Creole culture where the Bram and Samba is concerned. So we'll be talking about that later on.
All right, so here are the 5 things that you guys ought to know before leaving your homes this morning. Rear Admiral Elton Bennett takes the helm as the CEO in the Ministry of Home Affairs. The Senate debates a $34 million loan for the George Price rehabilitation. That's the George Price Highway. Questions about the Chicky Bull raised in the Senate meeting. And of course, accountability gap fuels referee shortage in football. That's also an interesting one.
Yeah, that is.
And last but certainly not least, the United States government declares Colombia's Gulf Clan as a terrorist organization. That's also an interesting one.
It is.
All right, so let's begin with the headline item from yesterday.
Yeah.
Which was something that we had spoken about prior to the confirmation of Rear Admiral Bennett's appointment as Chief Executive Officer for Home Affairs. So it was confirmed indeed yesterday that he has been chosen to be the second in command in a manner of speaking. The first being the Minister, Oscar Mira, and then Rear Admiral Bennett is what we call a 2IC, but he's the person who's going to be spearheading strategy, policy, and all of these things, right?
The administrative aspect of the ministry, yeah.
And this ministry has 2 portfolios. It has Home Affairs and it has Enterprise. And Enterprise has to do with what's taking place primarily at the Corozal Free Zone. It's more than that, but with specific focus on the Corozal Free Zone. And so here is a distinguished gentleman whose career has been dedicated to service, but in the armed forces, right? A military man, as we describe him, someone who has studied and who we know to have a high standard in terms of how he operates and how he organizes people. I say that simply because he comes from the Coast Guard, right? And Coast Guard, for all intents and purposes, is the most disciplined of the 3 armed forces, if you ask me. Nothing from the police department or the BDF, but the Coast Guard sets a really high standard, right? And so he transitions from the head of the Belize Coast Guard to the CEO of the Ministry of Home Affairs. But there are a lot of pressing issues that he has to tackle right off the bat, right? We're looking at Belize City. That's a perennial problem where crime and violence is concerned. We're looking at the Budna investigation.
Yeah.
We're also looking at the free zone, right? And so he has a lot on his plate coming in. But again, he seems to be fit for the job in terms of his qualification and his experience, and of course, what his outlook has been.
I want to also add another challenge that I think he has on him. I think more than anything, he has to really sway the idea that the people should have more confidence in the Belize Police Department. I think especially after the Budna kidnapping, there's been a lot of distrust and a lot of second guessing, a lot of cynicism regarding the works coming out of the Belize Police Department. But I think it's a great fit. I believe he has nothing to really prove. He has a lot of qualifications under his belt. I saw a couple interviews I was done with him, and you know, there are some other persons that were being considered. One being, of course, you would know, the former Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams. He's now the CEO of the Ministry of Transport. So that felt like an obvious fit, but I think that Rear Admiral Elton Bennett is also an excellent option as well, and of course he would have been appointed by the Prime Minister, yes?
Yes.
Now, the obvious next question is, what happens to his position over at...
Okay, so that's where we're gonna go, right?
Yeah.
So that creates, in the interim, a leadership vacuum in the Belize Coast Guard. To say that someone now has to step up to take the lead as the captain or the person who's in charge of the Belize Coast Guard. And I'm just tossing up my names. I really have no knowledge of who would actually be the person that's going to step up next. But I'm looking at my good friend Greg Soberanis. And I'm also looking at my good friend Alma Pinello.
Alma, yeah.
And Alma has made some serious strides in terms of her accomplishments within this organization, right? And it would be a first since 2020. Well, it might be at 2025 because we're almost, you know, at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it would be a first if you see a woman rise to the helm of one of these three organizations that form the national security apparatus.
When was the last time we had, or have we had a woman?
That's what I'm saying. It would be a first. I'm not saying that that's what's going to take place. I'm simply saying I'm looking at these two individuals within the Coast Guard. It may be someone else, for all we know, but these are the two people that we've interacted with for the most part, other than the head of the Coast Guard himself.
And they're all very well trained as well. They go out of the country and they do training. I believe Alma's position that she currently holds is also a first, for herself being a woman too. So she's living in a lot of firsts already. I'm excited for what that transition would look like. I think either of them would be great fits as well for the role. And so we'll just be following what happens further. But as it relates to the Ministry of Home Affairs, I think it's safe to say that we'll also be closely following the developments after the appointment of now Mr. Bennett. But moving things along, Isani, we do have a couple other things that's worthy of highlighting. I don't know where you want to go next, but I really found it interesting, an interview that we were able to do yesterday with a referee that says, you know, he's feeling very frustrated by the level of disrespect coming from players on and off the field as well. We've highlighted several frustrations regarding sports, I think, here in Belize, but are we seeing an issue so big that could potentially lead to a shortage in referees?
Well, here's the thing, Sab. You can't have sports without discipline, right? And it's ironic that we put sports and discipline together, right? But you can't have one without the other. And discipline being the more important of the two things. To say that win, lose, or draw, the athletes, the players, must maintain their composure. And if it is a call that you're not in agreement with, it does not mean that you disrespect the coach, the referee, or anyone who's involved in that particular game or that match. So when you have referees in this instance, those who are dealing with football, feeling as if though, man, I wonder if I put up this red card, if they won't come and beat me up at the end of the match.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to operate in that condition, so to speak, right? And so he's not the only one. You've had other experiences and instances where coaches have come under physical threat,
Yeah.
having made a particular call.
The thing is, when these players, they're in the thick of a moment, you know, their blood is hot, they're trying to, like, you know, get whatever they need to get moving along, and then when something is called, I guess their frustration causes them to act out in that way.
No
so
excuse.
the question is, where do they draw the line, or what type of discipline do they go through in preparing themselves that when they get on the field, they respect the call of the referee?
So here is what I think. There should be a zero tolerance policy. In this case, from the Football Federation of Belize going down.
Yeah.
FFB being the organization that governs football in this country, right? So if it starts at the top, you implement a zero tolerance policy, meaning that you can't get sanctioned, you can't get criminally charged if you're physically assaulting someone, right? You can't get benched, and all of these other disciplinary or penal measures that would be put in place in the event that someone decides that they get froggy and jump at a referee or a fellow athlete or whatsoever. But it starts at the top, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is, you have to have strict security at these events. You can't allow a man to rush the field. You can't allow a man to do anything that says he's putting someone else's life or physical well-being in threat. You can't do that. And some of these matches are small, as we described them. I don't know, 300 or 4,000 people that attend the match. They're relatively small, but that doesn't stop the fact that, you know, things can happen and things can go awry.
So do you think the issue is the player or the federation not enforcing a level of respect from these players?
I think it's all encompassing. That is
Okay.
the reason why I'm saying perhaps you should start from the top, right? If we say, for instance, that the FFB is the umbrella, then PLB or any other group falls under the FFB umbrella or oversight, so to speak. So it has to start there, and then you go all the way down to the player, to the athlete.
Well, what's your thoughts on this? Do you think that this is a bigger issue that we should be talking about?
Well, it creates a shortage. When you have people that drop out because they're afraid to get hurt based on a call, then who's going to ref the games?
Yeah.
Who's going to have the gusto, the cojones to say, I'll blow a whistle, and if it's the right call, you'll deal with it afterwards. Who's going to do that?
All right, Asani. Well, we do want to move things along. There's also other interesting conversations that came out of the Senate meeting yesterday that I think is also worthy of highlighting. We heard about the latest $34 million loan for the George Price Highway that was being debated. Questions swirling about not getting enough information regarding the actual loan as well.
Well, it also appears to be the most expensive stretch of road to be rehabilitated, right? We're talking about that stretch between Belize City and Hattieville. And when they're breaking down how much each mile would cost, because 34 million US dollars is the equivalent of 68 million Belize dollars, right? And I'm thinking they're looking at, it's about 14 miles between Belize and Hattieville.
Yeah.
So if you look at 14 into 68, that gives you what the average mile would cost. I certainly there's a proper breakdown for it, but that's the basic math. So they're saying essentially, wow, this is a really, really expensive stretch of road when you
about
look at
$4 million
roughly per
mile.
Per mile, right? And I don't know, you know, I am not an engineer. I don't have any expertise in these things.
Yeah.
So maybe it is worth it. Maybe there is value for money where that is concerned. It just seems to the average person that, you know, it seems a bit outlandish in terms of, you know, the cost per square mile or what have you.
All right. Well, we do have to wrap up this portion of the conversation. Let's hear your thoughts on either of them mentioned. You can do so in the comment section, and we'll be tuning in and looking out for them. At this time, we do have to take a quick break, and when we come back, the first conversation is keeping families healthy beyond the holidays. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Guys, somebody thief Christmas! Open your eyes, streets gone too.
Somebody call police, call Coast Guard, BDF, Santa, anybody with a badge.
This could be the biggest story of the year.
Guys, we need headlines.
What about no Christmas tree? Big problem.
I hope we never thief the security footage as well.
Wait, how we want to sell Christmas packages with no Christmas?
Courtney, they thief Christmas.
What? I hope they never Grinch.
It is the Grinch.
Make him look dangerous, but Christmassy.
Okay, posting now.
For this, we need the eye in the sky.
Okay, guys, prompter is loaded.
Audio checked. Ready to go live.
Stand by in 3, 2, 1.
Christmas has been stolen by none other than the Grinch. We now go to Paul Lopez for a live report.
Yes, Sabrina. Eyewitnesses saw him struggling carrying all that Christmas decorations. He couldn't have gotten too far. We spoke.
Excuse me, Paul. I'm being told we have a sighting of this green menace in our backyard.
Ha, we got him green-handed.
At GBM, not even the Grinch could cancel Christmas.
This past year, we have enjoyed creating moments to bring you and your families together. And this holiday season, we wish you and your families even more togetherness, with moments filled with love, laughter, and joy. We wish you a Merry Christmas and much success in the new year from all of us here at GBM.
Christmas time is to keep your heart near mine. So much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call,
Every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
And welcome back. Joining us this morning for our first conversation is Dr. Jorge Hidalgo. He is an internist and a frequent face here on Open Your Eyes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Doc. And
Good
season
morning.
two.
Thank you, and also compliment of the season for you guys, and thank you
Thank
to
you,
having
thank
me
you.
again.
How's it been going? You done to prepare yourself for the Christmas or?
We must.
Yes.
We're discussing about planning, no? But it's very
Yes,
difficult.
yes.
We want to have everything in place, but we're getting there.
Is Christmas a big deal for you, Doc?
Yes, Christmas.
Do you
is a
love
big deal.
decorating your space and being with the family? How do you celebrate Christmas?
Yes, usually with family, my mom usually comes to visit us and spend Christmas with us. I mean, that is a lot of expectation for us, and also our kids are coming. I mean,
Yeah. That's
Well,
great.
it also involves a lot of eating as well for most of us. And, you know, the title, it's going to be a challenge for a lot of us to stay healthy during the holidays, especially when you're surrounded by the ham, the turkey, the rice and beans, the sweets.
Hold on, you have to broaden the topic.
Okay.
A lot of eating and drinking, right?
You know what? I didn't even get to that. You're right,
Because you
Isani.
have people who overdo the rum popo, you have people who overdo the soft drinks,
Yeah.
right? And of course the hard liquor.
Yeah, that's very true.
Consumption.
Consumption
Yes,
in
yes.
general. It's going to be tough to be healthy for at least that week. How do you go about advising people when it comes to perhaps balancing what they will be consuming when they have so much access to it?
Yes, it's very challenging, especially for those patients that are dealing with diabetes, hypertension, and other also chronic conditions that involves have a good balance in terms of food. It's very challenging for them because, of course, everybody wants to trying to pick something, but at the end of the day, have consequences that we see after. At the beginning of the year, we see some of the people with diabetes with the numbers really bad, high blood pressure, and unfortunately some of them also ended in a hospital with serious complications for all those.
Doc, before we go any further and talk about the excesses of the Christmas season, let's talk about the flu and what's been going around. I put it to you simply because I have colleagues who are saying they have bronchitis. Then at home, we're dealing with pneumonia and flus and all of these other respiratory illnesses. What's going on?
Well, usually around this time of the year, we face the flu season, but also we have, and the flu season basically involves the most common one, who is influenza. And there are two types of influenza, more commonly A and B, and the responsible one for the seasonal flu is H3N2. This is the most common one, and this particular influenza have the ability to mutate very rapidly. I mean that every year we have a different strain of influenza. I mean that's why the influenza vaccine needs to be basically applied every year because it's a new strain.
I just took my flu shot 2 weeks ago, Doc, and I'm feeling super confident.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that I can't catch it, it just means that I'll be extra prepared, right?
Exactly. But now also we have we are still continue seeing COVID. Also we have another type of virus that we call it a syncytial respiratory virus, who affects mainly children and older adults. But most of the time those are viral infections. Most of them basically present a very similar variety of symptoms: fever, runny nose, muscle ache. Sometimes people with influenza can have a little bit of diarrhea, but this is most commonly. But also at the same time, we have people that if they don't properly treat it, it can become a bacterial infection and ended with pneumonia. Influenza, COVID, and respiratory syncytial also, those can cause pneumonia as well.
A lot of people will be doing traveling this time of the year, and I imagine also being exposed to other types of viruses as well. What are some tips that you would give them to protect themselves, and at what point should they visit a doctor if they feel that they have something like COVID-19 or some other virus that you would have not mentioned?
Yeah, well, essentially what we are noticing is that everybody now, we have our guards down, we don't have too much precaution those days. I mean that, and traveling right now is very common. I mean that we can probably get the influenza being in other country.
In the
travel,
airport.
Exactly, in the airport, travel to Belize or the country, and after 1 or 2 days we start to exhibit symptoms. I mean that the most important thing is overall trying to keep your general measures, wash hands, trying to sneeze or if you are coughing, trying to have the etiquette of coughing, keep hydrating, especially while you are traveling. But most important, if you know that you have any medical condition like COPD, that is essentially for those that is a chronic pulmonary condition, and if you get flu or you get pneumonia, it can really devastating. Patient with diabetes, patient with dealing with cancer, or any other condition that it will basically put your immune system weak. We need to have an extra precaution in those circumstances.
Well, let's go back to eating healthy during the holidays. And I love that the last points that you mentioned were persons with other underlying conditions like diabetes or in this case, hypertension as well. There are a lot of people in the country that do suffer with these types of illnesses or challenges, so to speak. How do you go about recommending how to still eat what is available, but doing it in a way that's also protecting yourself from spiking your sugar or affecting your pressure? How can you still consume, but ensuring that you do so responsibly?
Well, that's the last word you mentioned is very critical, responsible. And most of the times when we have this conversation, we're trying to advise people that everything we need to have balance and moderation. It's very difficult to say you'll be able to consume this 3 spoons of that or a small piece of that. It's difficult. Most of the time they don't follow. No?
Doc, check this out. When you go house to house on Christmas Day, the most difficult thing to say is no.
Exactly.
Because somebody's going to give you a slice of black cake here, somebody's going to give you a slice of ham, some turkey, and if you have any underlying conditions that says you should not be overeating or overexposing yourself to any of these food items, then all the more responsible you need to be.
Yeah.
But people leave responsibility at the front door when they walk out,
So you just
right?
can't go to the house. You can't.
But you can't not visit your loved ones. And in the spirit of giving, food is the item to share.
So what do we do, Doc? What do we do?
Yes, well,
you want to eat a spoon?
Exactly. The
Okay.
size of a spoon.
I was joking, but okay.
No, I think so. It's difficult. No, we need to.
I'd love to tell my in-laws, I just want a spoonful of something. They look at me and think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, but the balance on it is important, especially the patient with diabetes. A lot of sweets for those days. No, I mean that they need to be really taking extra precaution. Salty food, for patients with hypertension and salt levels need to be moderate when consumed in moderation in those type of situations. I mean that it's really challenge for be a patient and having all those conditions and say no.
I want us to do an exercise together really quickly, Doc, because there's a lot of people who are tuning in that have hypertension. I'll tell you, my aunt, she has diabetes, and sometimes I feel like I act like I'm diabetic as well to ensure that she takes care of herself. But I want us really quickly to imagine that it's Christmas Day. We're gonna go through all the meals that we'll be eating, the 3 meals and a snack in between. And for a diabetic, how much of what should we be eating from the morning until the night? Starting off with breakfast. Now the typical Christmas breakfast, the what is, Sani?
A thick slice of ham.
A thick slice of ham and what? What are we eating with that?
But yeah,
so a producer is saying a slice of cake, not for breakfast.
No.
Who are eating a Johnny cake or a tortilla?
No, Sab.
What?
No, Sab. I agree with the producer.
A slice of cake for breakfast?
Yes.
Doc, do you do that?
It varies. No, people have different habits.
No, man. We
A
didn't
lot
eat.
of people do, right? I don't, but I grew up in a traditional household where that was in fact breakfast,
No,
right?
that lunch.
You wake
Or
up that morning,
lunch
or
and
cut
dinner.
a slice of cake, or cut a slice of ham, and the two go together.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to figure out what we're eating. We're diabetics right now. This is for the diabetics. What do you recommend that they eat to be able to still get that cake in? Because we have to eat the cake, Doc. We have to eat a slice of black and a slice of white too.
Yeah.
So are we going to only get 1 slice in, or are we going to get 3 slices, 1 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Are we going to go 2? What's for breakfast? What do you recommend?
Well, the less amount is possible, no, especially with the cake.
So we're going to go with
Yeah,
1
with
slice.
one
You're
slice.
recommending 1 slice for
Yes.
the day, Christmas
Ideally.
Day.
At least.
Okay,
Ideally.
so 1 slice, and you decide when you want to have it. If you want to have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Can we do a slice of black and a slice of white?
Oh, that's challenging. No?
That's 2 slices.
How about half a slice
But
of
how you say white? They don't like cake, the thing there?
Well, I call it
Black
white
cake, light
cake.
Anyway.
No, knock me, man. Okay, light cake and a slice of black cake, or half. Can we do half? Okay. We will. So we're agreeing half.
We are putting me in a difficult position. Right?
That almost said only half a slice of black cake and half a slice of light cake. Okay, but for breakfast, though, we still have to decide what we're eating. So can we go with the thick slice of ham?
Well, we need
It's
to.
diabetes, so that's not like sugary. Can we eat
Proteins.
Protein.
Protein.
So we can get our protein. You can do eggs with that. That's good. So
Nobody eat
protein.
egg for Christmas Day.
What is wrong with you, Asani?
It's ham.
It's ham.
I eat eggs on Christmas Day. Okay. So you get your ham. Can we put a carb in there separate? Like, can we do tortillas? Can we do
Tortillas is how many tortillas?
1 tortilla, Doc? So 1 slice of
One big tortilla.
1 big tortilla.
The size of the
ham in
tortilla.
there.
Okay,
Yes,
so
right.
we can do protein, a
Little bit
piece
of
of carb, and what else? Some fruit or no? Because we have grapes. We have our grapes and we have our red apple.
Yes, some of the fruits are really sweet. No, I mean that we need to look after that. No, we already have the cake. We already have the ham.
But the cake is for later on in the day.
Could be any time. No? Some fruits also are important. No.
Okay, so now we have an idea for persons who are diabetics. Take up your protein. Avoid maybe more carbohydrates, and of course, as moderately as possible, the sweets. Now, for hypertensive people, how should they go about eating now?
Well, more or less the same. No? The problem that is the salty food. There are a lot of things with salt also available those days. I mean that we need to be careful with the amount of salt. There are people that have especially too much meat those days, and they like to add salt to everything.
Is there a guilty pleasure that we should try to stay away from that may be more harmful than good, even though it tastes good?
Yeah, well, I'm usually say the most important thing is the size of the portions. What it should be a reasonable size, and also it will depend. But we need to be conscious about those things, about the amount of food is available, as you say, and how much we are indulge ourselves to have. I mean, we need to be very conscious about it, the size of that.
I just want to really engage our viewers quickly right now because they're talking about what that Christmas breakfast is. I heard someone say, we eating cake, hot chocolate, and tamales and ham. That's what one person
I know about
said.
tamales, but I understand that tamales.
You're taking culture now, yeah.
It's an up north thing.
Someone said, and this sounds like my type of breakfast. 2 eggs sunny side up, a slice of ham, tamales with tortilla chips, cheese dip is my, what? That's a lot. Okay, I just saw the 2 eggs sunny side up and I was in agreement. Then everything else is like, that's a lot.
I know the slice of ham part. But
okay.
The chips and dips on it. Chips and dips are too much.
Kenisha Humes, I agree. We're going with 2 sunny side up eggs, a slice of ham. I'll go with the tortilla. Maybe not the tortilla chips, but what I'm getting is there are a lot of people who eat different things for Christmas as well, especially culturally. So they might also have to take that into consideration, take up their protein, lower their carbohydrates, throw in some fruits there, but also be mindful that there are sweeter fruits and there are fruits that are a bit better for diabetics.
Know what we're forgetting? We're forgetting the turkey sandwich, man.
Oh yes, but that's later on in the day though. That's later on in the day.
You're not limited. This is just my take, Doc. I don't think that we're limited to what we eat at a certain time of day, especially on Christmas or New Year's, right?
You're just eating.
Food is there in abundance. You just eat whatever, whenever. That's what it boils down to.
That's very true.
As you rightly mentioned, moderation is key, right? You can't overeat and pack up your plate because that too, if it's not a direct raise of pressure or whatsoever, overeating does come with its own side effects,
Exactly, right?
Talk to us something about that.
I mean, that's the thing. No? I think so. Be very conscious about what we are doing, what is available, and what the different conditions that we have. I mean that we want to try it, and it's very difficult to say no. Most of the time, the people they will at the end decide. But the most important, I say, is we need to be very realistic and then be very cautious because at the end we will end up paying the price. No, I mean that moderation and size of portion balance. I think so. Those are the key things. No,
it's
difficult to say how balance, but I think so.
Yeah.
That should be the thing. No?
Yeah, I mean. We kind of touched on it already, but just to remind our viewers, to give them an idea of some of the practices that they should engage in to avoid these types of sicknesses, what are some of the common sicknesses that people have when they overindulge during the holidays?
Yeah, well, what we're seeing is in cases of patients with diabetes, we have some acute complications of the diabetes that the sugar levels go extremely high and they can become or ended in the hospital because of that. Hypertensive crisis, no? I mean that, and that's an important thing, no? Especially for people that are traveling. Don't forget to take your medications, your insulin, your antihypertensive medications, because sometimes that happens. No? They travel and they forgot to take the medication. And sometimes, if you are in another country, sometimes you don't have access easily to those. No, I mean that that's a key. You also remind to bring your medications wherever you go, even inside the country, because especially on Christmas Eve, probably everything is closed. No?
Yeah,
yes.
Very true, actually.
Yeah.
Well, Doc, as we wind down this conversation, I want to get some last thoughts from you when it comes to preventing any type of sickness, especially where food consumption is concerned. Oftentimes, we don't tend to remember that it starts with what you eat as well. A lot of these sicknesses you can prevent by just having healthier diets. How would you go about encouraging people to eat healthier even beyond the holiday season?
Yes, well, the most important thing is, as I always say, especially with diabetes is a condition that even if we prescribe patients the more expensive medication or the latest medication available in the market, it's basically a condition with a lot of responsibility in terms of eating healthy and balanced, and also the physical activity. I mean, we need to have some exercise, eating balance, responsible, and the same applies with patients with high blood pressure. No? I mean that we need to be with very responsible, taking our medications on time, do our annual checks. That's critical. And when it comes to the flu, because we are seeing a lot those days, also I want to encourage the people that don't wait too long. No? If there's usually the common flu and usually goes after 2 or 3 days with proper care, fluids and Tylenol. But if you notice that you have an increase in shortness of breath or heavy chest or the cough is getting out of control, mean that go to your family physician and seek medical attention before it's too late. No?
Well, Asani pointed out that he's been observing a couple people at the office here having types of flus and even at home as well. Are we seeing a spike in the flu virus right now?
Yes, we are seeing a lot of patients with flu right now. No? And it's the time of the year, people traveling in and out also basically make us also vulnerable to get one of those. No?
For the past few weeks alone, Doc, I've heard people complaining of stomach flu. Yeah. They're complaining of, like I mentioned earlier, bronchitis, pneumonia, all of these illnesses that seems to be going around. And I'm not, aside from having a flu shot, right? What else can be done in terms of taking care of oneself to try to prevent contracting any of these illnesses?
Yes, it's good that you mentioned that. Apart from the flu shot, also we have the pneumonia vaccine.
Okay.
I mean that people with congestive heart failure, people with COPD, or any other medical condition, or people in the adult phase also they can have the pneumonia vaccine. That most of the time is once in life. Some people need a booster a couple years after, depends on what is the medical condition. Also shingles, no? We see a lot of shingles those days, and also we have the shingles vaccine available. That is a single dosage as well, single vaccine, and that it will prevent you to get that it could be really painful. No?
When do you take the pneumonia vaccine?
The pneumonia vaccine could be if you have, could be any time. It's not seasonal, but if you have one of those medical conditions, you can get it anytime.
And then, as you mentioned, the flu vaccine as well, or the flu shot. How frequently should you take the flu shot?
The flu shot is an annual injection because, as I mentioned, the strain of the virus mutate every year, and then every year we have a new strain.
Yeah. Is there a time of the year that you recommend us taking?
Normally around September to October is when people start to get the influenza vaccine.
And I'm making an annual practice of mine now, Doc. I took a flu shot 2 weeks ago. I was initially nervous, right?
But he's still with us.
I took the flu shot live on air, but it doesn't have to be on air every year. It just has to be consistent and ensure that I'm prepared.
Yeah.
Right?
So you do it again in November?
Yes.
All right.
I know, and you mentioned before, no, and it's very important. Sometimes it not give you a full protection, but it reduces your chances to end in the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Doc, thank you so much for joining us. This has been a wonderful conversation. We know that a lot of people will be enjoying their holidays, but of course we encourage them to do so the healthiest way they possibly can.
Yes, well, wish you everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes.
All right, and we wish the same for you. We'll take a quick break now, but don't go anywhere. The next conversation is navigating financial stress during the holidays.
Grandma, we got you some presents.
Merry Christmas, Grandma, we brought you some presents.
Hi, Dad. So, how has she been?
Darling, she has some moments. Some days good, some days bad. Some days she recognizes me, some days she doesn't. But you know what? Love is not forgotten. Love is always there. Always.
That's so true, Dad. You know, maybe it's time for one of those good moments, one of those good days. Hi, Mom. Let's go for a ride. Come. Let's go for a ride, Mom. Come. All right, watch your step, Mommy. Watch your step. All right, take your time. Look, Mom, this is where you grew up. Remember? You used to tell us about playing hopscotch in the yard. See, Mom, now we're coming up to the famous swing bridge. You said Dad used to walk his bike across here with you. Yes, you remember? Oh, and look, we're in town now. And we're coming up to your old job, Mom. Now it's called the Lee's Bank. You remember?
Oh, John used to wait for me every day after work.
Uh-huh. Oh, Casey. You're remembering. Remember, Mommy? You and Daddy got married here.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was so nervous that day. Oh, it was the happiest day of my life. The first time I saw John, I knew he was the one.
Aww. There you are, Mom.
We better head home. John is all alone with the children.
Yes, let's go.
John!
Mary! Merry
Christmas!
Merry Christmas, my love! Merry Christmas! Let's go inside, darling. Let's go inside. Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas.
Guys, somebody thief Christmas! Open your eyes, streets gone too.
Somebody call police, call Coast Guard, BDF, Santa, anybody with a badge.
This could be the biggest story of the year.
Guys, we need headlines.
What about no Christmas tree? Big problem.
I hope you never thief the security footage as well.
Wait, how we want to sell Christmas packages with no Christmas?
Courtney, they thief Christmas.
What? I hope that never Grinch.
It is the Grinch.
Make him look dangerous, but Christmassy.
Okay, posting now.
For this, we need the eye in the sky.
Okay, guys, prompter is loaded.
Audio checked. Ready to go live.
Stand by in 3, 2, 1.
Christmas has been stolen by none other than the Grinch. We now go to Paul Lopez for a live report.
Yes, Sabrina. Eyewitnesses saw him struggling, carrying all that Christmas decorations. He couldn't have gotten too far. We spoke.
Excuse me, Paul. I'm being told we have a sighting of this green menace in our backyard.
Ha, we got him green-handed.
At GBM, not even the Grinch could cancel Christmas.
This past
past year, we have enjoyed creating moments to bring you and your families together. And this holiday season, we wish you and your families even more togetherness, with moments filled with love, laughter, and joy. We wish you a Merry Christmas and much success in the new year from all of us here at GBM.
And from being healthy beyond the holidays, we're now jumping into being financially free and navigating financial stress during the holidays. And we have the perfect person to guide us through this conversation now. No stranger to you guys, we have a financial advisor here with us, Ramil Arana. Ramil, welcome back. Season's greetings.
Season's greetings, everybody. It's good to be back. I feel like it's been a while since I've sat on the couch.
It's been a minute, but it's always great having you here. I know that I'm about to learn something, or you're about to remind me of something related to financial literacy.
Well, I'll do my best. Sometimes it feels like I'm singing the same song over and over again, but repetition helps. Hopefully.
Consistency is the key, right?
That's right.
And the truth is that during the holidays, we do spend more than usual. We have to buy extra to prepare that meal. We want to decorate our homes. We want to give our friends and our loved ones some gifts as well. And one of the conversations that I think I had this week, where I mentioned you don't magically get extra money during the holidays.
Oh, no.
So you have to prepare yourself for it. And this is where financial literacy and understanding how to do so, I think, is important. So we're going to be diving into navigating financial stress during the holidays. And then if we get some time, perhaps some tips going into 2026.
I think we've had the conversation a little bit before. You don't plan for Christmas.
You don't
plan? In November.
Oh, okay.
You don't plan for Christmas in December.
Yeah.
You have to plan for Christmas a long time
ahead. Basically.
For me, my gift shopping ended at the beginning of November. I was done. I already tried to navigate and understand.
So no new friends, I get no gift.
Oh no. If I meet you in November, then
I'm sorry,
you get a card or a text.
People like me, and I know I could get a hell from a lot of people who are watching right now. We waited for the GST free weekend.
That's
Unlike
true.
you, we do it in November. I try to save some money.
So what do you do when the GST free weekend come? When you don't do all the big shopping?
When the GST free weekend come, I sit at home because it's going to be too
line.
crowded. The thing is, like I said, it's just understanding. You have your friends and your family and your loved ones around. They've been around for umpteen years. You know them. You have the conversations. You sneak to find out what they'd want for Christmas and all of that. You know what you'd want, and you throw a little hints, and you plan ahead and try to ensure that you get that for that person. When it comes to the gift giving, you know your person, you know your people, and you know your kids. So you could have those little conversations throughout the year, and then you put a little money aside here, put a little money aside there when you get a little bit extra, and you do your shopping when it's convenient.
Yeah.
You know what I think happens to a lot of us Belizeans? We don't do certain projects or stuff throughout the course of the year, right? We wait until Christmas time is coming around, and then we go and take out a loan and try to do everything with that. And some of us, in the process of so doing, hang our hat so high that come January, we find ourselves in a financial slump.
What we call the MAGA season.
And we start the year off on the wrong foot because we try to pinch and scrape everything together to at least get something to eat.
It's funny you mentioned that a while ago, because I was coming over here thinking about the topic, and one of the things that came to mind was a little slogan I just thought up. It's like, if you need credit, don't get it.
Yeah.
I thought about that one coming over.
That's a good one.
It's a high spend.
Forget it, no?
Yeah, if you need credit, forget it. Something to that. Something catchy that will get you get into your mind. But the the thing is, and everybody has to understand that they are financially constrained. And I think a lot of people don't really understand things and don't really look at it from that perspective in terms of, okay, I can't afford an extra $5,000 in the Christmas. I really just can't. I can't afford to spend $5,000. It's just not within my budget. So you have to try to plan these things out. So right now we're sitting here in December 2025. Start planning for December 2026, people. That's the only way you're going to get to that point, and you're going to get everything that you need. Throw that $50 here, throw that $100 there. You get a little extra on your birthday. Somebody might give you some money. Just throw it in the bank, throw it in the credit union, and then try to have that little bit to fall back upon when you get to the season. So,
do you find that Belizeans, many of us, are in the habit of saving? Or do you find that perhaps the people that you either offer advice to or you interact with regularly have this habit of spending it all the moment they get it?
Most people don't even understand their own, what's going on within their own household. Like they don't understand the numbers. They don't understand that if I spend $100 extra at Midtown, that I'll be broke for the next week or something like that. So they don't keep an eye on things. I myself at one point didn't keep an eye on things. So you receive that pay, you spend it, and then it's like, okay, you look around and like, what's happening next? Oh, I have this bill due. Oh. Then you end up at one of those short-term money lenders and all of these types of things, and that's a sure way to get embarrassed. So the key to everything from me is always to understand.
Yeah.
Once you understand what's going on, then you could make better decisions.
It's easy to get caught up in all the things that you're seeing around you, all the sales taking place though. And then of course when you see your neighbors, when you see your friends gifting themselves that new item, you want to feel included, you want to feel a part of what's taking place. How do you go about advising people to not look at what your friends are doing and really gauge your own financial situation?
That's one of the hardest things. Cause
look, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, how will he have it? And I know I'll get that for Christmas.
You know. Oh, there we go.
No, the thing is like when you talk about this thing, it's really a mindset.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a mindset.
Do you think a lot of people are doing that though?
A lot of people. The social media and being around and all of that. Christmas is a fancy time.
Yeah, man.
You see the lights, you see the excitement, you see the food, you see the gifts, and
everybody that joins during Christmas season.
Exactly.
Because everybody's keeping up with the Joneses.
Exactly,
right?
and then you have that loan that you have to pay for about 2 years to get rid of what you spent on Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a mindset. Like I look at people's houses, and the first thing that comes to my mind is the light bill that they're going to pay. I don't know. I always think about it in terms of numbers. So
the only reprieve that I have right now, because admittedly my family is into a lot of lights, right? So we just go LED.
Go LED,
and on a certain time of day or night too. I don't know, whole night.
All right, there you go.
A couple hours turn it off.
Sunny.
But you have to manage it in some way.
Yeah.
The lights and all of that are nice. The kids really love it. But as soon as the kids go to sleep, you
turn that
switch. You know, so you don't have to pay that excessive bill because everything goes up within the holidays. But to look at that for me, like. Even if it's like staying off social media a little bit, or people are talking about early Christmas gift and their early Christmas gift costs like about $4,000, and then you look at that and say, well, you know, that would be nice to get from my loved one, and then if your loved one don't give you a $4,000 gift, you're in a bad mood and all of that.
Well, that's a good point too. You know, those ones that go about watching what their loved ones give them, and then you get upset when you don't get a gift that.
The season is the season. I grew up in a Catholic household, so we were at church and all of that, and we were thankful for what we had.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's not about going into debt so that you could post a picture during the holidays. It's a real heavy time if you don't watch yourself and try to contain yourself. Me, myself, I don't even go downtown around Christmas. It's very hectic. Two,
You might get tempted.
I might be tempted. So they try to stay away from the temptation as much as
Jesus
possible.
get tempted 40 days and 40 nights, right?
Jesus is better. He's a better man than me.
He never gave in.
Yes.
We're mere mortals, right? So if we pass front of Cellular world and you see that iPhone or the latest Samsung device,
we're going to
how do you not
purchase
say, let me keep driving and not looking that direction?
I was just telling Isani on Monday that I follow this principle that if there's not something that I keep on telling myself, shucks, I need to get that. Shucks, I need to get that. When I go to the store, I'm not gonna, that's what I'm going to look for. But if a sale comes around, if it's not an item that I've been repeating, shoot, I need to get this, I need this, then I don't need it and I'm not gonna get it.
You have to, again, we have to plan. You have to have your budget together. You go around the house, you realize, okay, you need something, or you might need a little rug or something like that. You have to understand how much that rug's cost. You do your investigation. Again, set aside your little cash here and there. If it's a $200 rug around Christmas, you might get a sale. You might get a $160 rug, and then so you're already prepared at that point. It's not like digging in and taking out of the grocery money to get that rug.
Yeah, and understand maintenance of certain things too, because I think oftentimes we only think about that first purchase and we don't remember that it costs to maintain these things as well. If you want to go get a car, that's nice, but you have to pay to maintain it. You have to pay for fuel. You know, anything that you get, really, you have to pay to keep it lasting.
Yeah, there's a lot of aspects of that makes Christmas expensive. You have the gifts, you have the decoration, the marley, the rug, the curtains, and all of that.
The food bill itself.
No, that's what I was coming to know. Because a lot of people just take part in excess, and it's not even really worth it. You see people buying.
People know they don't eat grapes or apple and
No, Isani. You know what? Knock me for buy my green grapes in December. Even if you know see me eat it from January to November.
The grapes are expensive. But what I am thinking about is just like in general, there are people that are out here eating ham until like around March.
Yeah, man.
Like there is literally no need to get that much food. You know, you eat turkey sandwich until you don't even want to see turkey again.
Man.
Like it's just
add into February.
Yeah, January, February, you still have that. So you could press the brakes a little bit. You don't need. You might need a 5-pound ham instead of a 10-pound ham or something
That's
like
true.
that. Try to moderate, because if you don't moderate, you're going to end up just spending a lot of money. And again, like we said, a lot of us don't have it.
Yeah, spend within your means. If there's any tips that you would go about giving to our viewers at this time, I mean, I think it's safe to say it's too late to go about trying to quickly knock together a budget. You might have to borrow if you have absolutely nothing, but if there's someone who's thinking, okay, I might need to borrow for Christmas this year, what advice would you give them? What's worthy of borrowing for?
I always, every time I come on the show, I realize that my banking friends are going to hate me. But, take the least amount of money as possible. The least amount of money as possible. Something you could pay back within a year more favorably. If you're taking a loan for this Christmas and you are going to have to spend 3 years to pay it back, that's 2 other Christmases that you're strapped.
Yeah.
Try to understand.
And you'll want to do something for those 2 Christmases as well.
Exactly.
So here's the thing too, right? These lending institutions have a way of enticing you, right? So even if you're supposed to borrow what you can't afford to pay back within reason, they're going to tell you, yo, we could triple your pay, you know, the amount for your salary, or you qualify for this, but we could give you twice the amount. And then it's hard to tell them, I just have to deal with the $5,000.
Tell you, you're putting me in a bad spot with my banking friends. But that's their job.
Yeah.
Their job is to give loans. Your job is to manage your finances.
And to be financially responsible.
And that is the key. So if you want to take a loan and you realize that it's going to take more than a year to pay back, you already know that, again, you're in the hole for 2 years just for one Christmas. So try to take the least amount as possible. Try to moderate yourself.
Yeah.
You might not need 5 cases of beer, you might need about 2.
Yeah.
And if you're planning to have family over, tell the family to bring something as well.
Ramel, you know how this thing goes, Ramel. You know how this thing goes,
Christmas.
Ramel. Maybe the 5 cases of beer are just to starters. Because when you have people who come through, and people come through thirsty, people come through hungry, you know?
Those people are not going to feed you during the Maga season.
That's a good point, Isani, because for people who are hosting, I mean, you have to budget that in too.
Oh, yeah.
How do you go about preparing for your Christmas gatherings?
So I had this is a bit off tangent, but you're asking the question, so I'll respond, right? We had this plan once, right, where we said, okay, we'll do it potluck style.
Yes.
Not so much for the food, but the idea of the potluck, right? So you bring a drink, the next person brings a drink, someone brings the chips and dips or whatsoever, and let's make a grand time of it. But it's perfect in the planning. Christmas Day come.
You signed up, bring the chips and dips.
No, I have my part. I try to order as much as possible, right? But man going in a too long hand and everything falls on one person.
It's a part of it. It's a part of it. It really is a part of it. But if you're hosting, like you said, you have what you have.
Yeah.
And again,
and when it's done, it's done.
When it's finished, it's finished. Like you could contribute. If you have good people around you, good people will try to contribute. If they can't contribute, then that's just how it is. When we get to the end of it, we get to the end of it.
Yeah.
The key in all of this is monitoring yourself, and don't try to go too much overboard just to try to look good.
Yeah.
Because you are going to be strapped with that bill for the next 2 years. You're going to have to try to find food until what people say the 35th. You're not going to get paid until the 35th of January the following year. That's how it feels, because there's an excess of spending going on within this time period. If you try to do the special stuff, but do the special stuff to last you that 1 week. It's literally one week. It's from the 25th to the 31st. 25th to the 1st. It's like it's 6 days, people. We don't need to break the bank to survive 6 days. You don't need to buy 2 big turkey and 2 big ham for 6 days.
Hold on, Ramil. What you're saying is ideal, but it may not necessarily be the reality. Here is what I believe to be the reality of the situation, right? And I'll use Sabrina as the example, right?
Oh, okay.
So there's a Christmas party. Sabrina has to buy a dress, right?
Not true.
Then there is KK. Sabrina has to buy her KK a gift.
Very true.
Right? There are other Christmas parties where she may be invited to attend and she wants to look good, right? I'm simply saying, look, we're not just limited to those 6 days from the 25th to the 1st. We're talking about an entire season where there are expenses here and there.
Definitely.
Right? And all of those.
I forgot about the festivities.
Exactly.
I forgot about the festivities and the parties.
I'll tell you what my trick was for KK. Of course, I had to budget that in. You can't avoid that. You need to give your KK the treats throughout the week and then the final gift. For all the parties, you got what my closet had, babe. I'm not going and buying nothing.
That's generally what it is. Like you said, you have to you have to monitor yourself. If you have about 3 parties to go,
we are not doing that.
And each outfit costs you like about $300.
Yeah.
That's
$900 in the outfits alone.
We forgot Christmas nails. We have to get with Christmas nails and with Christmas hair done.
Sandy, how's your nails?
I already got my Christmas nails.
I have a trust in your clipper at home and I cool it.
No.
Nails are fine. I do understand it is a season, but like I said, we've made a lot of it.
Yeah,
we've made it very commercial.
Yeah.
And
Belizeans love a great commercial experience, right?
But that's why I always emphasize we know Christmas is coming every year. We know Christmas is coming every year. We can't wait to say, all right, when it's that time, then we'll prepare. You can't look up and be surprised that you have to spend a lot of money. You know you're going to have to spend a lot of money.
So to wrap up,
season.
The key is preparation.
The key is,
you can have as glamorous a Christmas as you want if you prepare for it ahead of time.
The key is definitely preparation. You need to plan. So again, telling the viewers, December 2026, start planning from now.
All right.
We need to get to that point. And if you need, what's the slogan?
If you
need credit, forget it.
If you need credit, forget it.
Yes.
You heard it here on Open Your
All
Eyes.
right. Well, Ramil, it's a pleasure as always. I want to ask you, do you have Christmas traditions that you take part in?
Ooh.
What's your Christmas tradition?
I usually just go watch my boys open their gifts. We take a drive down to my goddaughter and give her gift and let them play a little bit. And that's just the main thing for me. You need to enjoy that moment and watch those kids, because someday they're going to become teenagers and get on their phone and don't want to open a gift in front of their fathers anymore. So.
And then they realize you can't give their toys and gadgets anymore. You have to start giving them money.
That's when they ask for that type of stuff. So you don't see that joy of the season during that time. So for me, I have young kids, so that's my tradition. And NBA basketball.
Oh, that's your tradition?
Christmas Day games.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ramil, and we wish you all the best. Season's greetings.
Season's greetings to everybody out there. Enjoy the season.
All right. We take a quick break now, and when we come back, the next conversation is Cellular World bringing 3-day Christmas deals.
Is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Unwrap the joy of crystal clear picture and sound from Iowa, the brand that offers you affordability and exceptional quality. Iowa has a wide range of exceptional products to choose from, such as TVs, speakers, headphones, home appliances, and much more at affordable prices that won't break the bank. Enhance your audio-visual entertainment experience with Iowa, and for your convenience, parts are readily available in country for hassle-free maintenance. You can find Iowa products at your local electronics store countrywide. Choose Iowa, the best in home entertainment and household appliances.
Santa called to make sure I'm prepared. He said winter love is spreading everywhere. Summer came and took off with the spring. So now we start the Christmas caroling. I'll find my way back home and light up every tree. We will hang our stockings for you and one for me.
Season's greetings from the Social Security Board. As the festive season fills our hearts with warmth and joy, we extend our heartfelt thanks to you, our valued customers, for your continued trust and support throughout the year. 2025 has been a year of growth and innovation. As part of our ongoing journey to modernize and deliver smarter, more sustainable services, we introduced new My Social Security upgrades designed to make access easier, faster, and more convenient. Looking ahead to 2026, we remain committed to being a dynamic, progressive, and sustainable organization, embracing technology to enhance customer experience and operational efficiency. This Christmas, we celebrate the families, workers, and retirees who inspire all that we do. From all of us at the Social Security Board, may your holidays be filled with love, laughter, and hope for the year ahead.
Now, I know I get the joke. We just transitioned from financial talk when it comes to savings, and now we're jumping into some deals. But here's the thing. You also get to save with this one, too. We have Fernando Santos here on set with us from Cellular World, and he's here to talk about the closing off of their 3-day mega deal, Christmas deals that is currently taking place. Fernando, welcome back. It's always a pleasure having you here.
It is always a pleasure being here, and as you said, now to share always the deals that we are bringing to make the Christmas easier on everybody.
Yes. Now I know that we are closing off your 3-day Christmas deals. Let's get an overview of what people have been taking advantage of, and of course what's still available to them.
That's right. And for the month of December, we have been making sure that getting the gifts for the family, it's something that does not get us out of our budget, because it's really important, and we have been working the whole year to give something special to our loved ones. So for the month of December, every Tuesday, we're making sure to unwrap a new deal for everybody, because people have been asking us, when are you going to have deals on tablets, on TVs? We want better technology at a better price. And every Tuesday, we're unwrapping a new one. So just yesterday, we had our 75-inch TV at $15.99. And the week before, we had another deal on TVs. And I can assure everybody that next week on Tuesday, we're going to have even more deals. So that's the first thing. Invite everybody to join our Facebook, our Instagram, every social media that we have, so we can share the new surprises that we have every Tuesday. We still have one more before Christmas, and that's going to be a very impressive one.
You said you have a 75-inch TV for what?
$15.99.
50?
15.
1,599. 75-inch?
That's right. Samsung
No
1-year
way.
warranty.
That's insane. That's amazing.
That was only yesterday?
That was only yesterday for only one day.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it special. You know, you have to be on the lookout for those deals that appear and go by like this.
75-inch TVs do not go for $1,500 at all. Oh my goodness.
Especially if you're talking a Samsung brand.
Exactly. Well, let's jump into what the reaction has been like so far, because it's the shopping time. You know, a lot of people, they're trying to get those gifts in. I know Asani, he's trying to get that last minute shopping in for himself as well. I don't know if you're going to have time to go and do that today, but what has been the response from the public?
Well, you know, a couple of weeks ago, we did our washer giveaway here on Give Me 5.
Yes.
And people have been loving them, you know, because they really just come right out to the realization that Cellular World is now bringing not only any sort of appliances. The appliances that we bring are very special, and they make a great gift to make every day easier. So people have been coming to look for the washer, especially because it really comes with a lot of technology at a very good price. Our 19-kilogram washer comes at only $10.99, and it gives you so many functions to be more efficient, quicker, and more effective every day with how you use your resources, which is something very important. So it makes a very great gift. But as well, our fridges, our stoves, everything on our appliance section, that's already good, because it doesn't have GST already. All of our washers, our stove and fridges, they are already zero rated for GST. So they already come at the best price of the year, and they have been coming to get it right now. And there's no need to wait for this Saturday or Sunday to get it. But instead, people have been rushing to get these devices, these appliances for their home. And
as early as possible before it runs out, too.
Exactly, and they have been asking from all over Belize. We are making sure to have everything ready to start the season correctly, because if you're going to be making big meals at home for Christmas, you want a nice stove to make them, a nice fridge to store them, and if something goes wrong on the table, you spill something, you need a good washer to get rid of those stains.
I believe you guys will also be going to Corozal at some point as well.
That's
Can you talk
right.
about what people in Corozal can expect?
Well, it just happens to be on the GST-free weekend. So this Saturday, we're going to be in Corozal at the Market Square, bringing all of these deals that we have for the month of Christmas, and now with the GST taken out of all of our devices. So it really makes a good time to come up to the Market Square next to the bus station. We're always going to be there. Every month we like to go there and visit the people from the north, that we save them the trouble of going across the border to get it. Instead, you can get it right here in Belize. We go all the way to the north, making sure that all of the deals that you can find in all of our stores are also present in Corozal.
The last time you were on set with us, Fernando, we were asking if there's a particular item that is in high demand at this point. Is there a new item that people are going crazy for?
Well, I believe that the S25 FE, which is a combination of great features from Samsung, but as well great price, because it gives you 256 gigabytes of storage, gives you the most advanced AI features of the market, and it combines it in all in a good package. You know, the S series from Samsung is something that throughout the year people come by to ask us how much is it right now, and they come back a little bit later just to find the best deal of the year.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now, if you're looking for the best phone available, make sure to check out our S series of phones in Galaxy, and in particular the S25 FE.
Well, sounds like it's going to be a busy shopping time for people. I know that you guys are the carrier, or what is it? What's the relationship with Samsung right now that you guys have?
The agent.
We are the authorized distributor for all of the Samsung products that you can find around, starting from phones, accessories like smartwatches, headphones, monitors, and TVs and appliances, all of that. We have the advantage of giving everybody 1-year warranty on no matter which Samsung product it is. We always back it up with a 1-year warranty promise to have the best technology at home and not having to worry, for example, if the product's gonna come damaged or coming defective from factory. We make sure that we only bring something that we can stand behind.
Yeah. I want to talk about other areas that people can take advantage of services at Cellular World, because for persons who might have issues with their appliances as well, you also have a part of Cellular World that does fixing as well, yes?
That's
like a
right.
service center?
We have a Samsung authorized service center, so we are certified with the technicians to the highest standards of technology. And you know, this is something that every year it increases. So technology every year becomes more complicated, and our technicians receive every single day the best training so that they keep updated with the latest trends, and they are certified to receive anything from printers, video game consoles, phones, any sort of appliance, and as well we are certified for our Samsung appliances. So in the case that something happens to them, because it's a fact of life that things can get damaged over time and everything, we have the right team to repair them and give the assurance to our customers that they can get it at the right location and get the best support every time.
All right. Well, as we wind down and wrap up this conversation, Fernando, remind us again of the final sale of the 3-day sale that will be taking place today, and of course some other things that they can take advantage of with the weekend coming in.
Well, just for the past 2-3 days, we've been having our 3-day mega sale at Cellular World. So we have been slashing prices on top of our Christmas sale, and people have been able to get from our smallest TV at 32 inches for only $329, all the way to the biggest one, the 85-inch from Samsung, for only $2,599. So it's an all-around mega sale that can give everybody a chance to get their tablets for their kids, because people want healthy entertainment. We come with the best tablets to do that. Slashed prices on phones, on appliances, on TVs, and so much more that people should come by to the store today and not miss the opportunity. This is the last day of our 3-day mega sale. And as well, we are inviting everybody to come at the best time for them. We are making sure to give them all the time possible during the day. We are extending now our hours for the next couple of days until the 24th. So for all the working people that need extra time to decide on the best present, we are having all of our stores extending our hours. And I invite everybody to follow us on social media, on Facebook and Instagram as Cellular World Belize, to find out all of these details, and make sure to ask us any question that people have. We will make sure to get you the best gift for your loved ones.
All right, or for yourself.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Fernando. Always a pleasure having you here. Take advantage of those deals and go into 2026 with the right appliances and devices as well. At this time now, we take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll be back with representatives from Tribe Fitness bringing energy to the Haulover Run.
It's Christmas time at Brothers Habet, and we have some great gifts for you, like our signature 15% off all Berger, Penta, and domestic paints, and 30 to 40% off selected and discontinued colors, 15% off all power tools, 20 to 30% off select tiles, 20 to 65% off light fixtures, and 40% off sunlight windows and mirrors. Also, GST free days on December 6th and 20th. Plus, for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win a $500 gift certificate in our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Brothers Habet and Habet.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. It's much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just a voice that feels like home when the day is flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you. May every hello I miss you, every Merry Christmas too. Through the season warm and bright, Smart connects our hearts tonight. All we want this Christmas time is that feeling so divine. Sharing joy across the nation, Smart connects our families. Keeping every heart in touch, 'cause the season means so much. When the data's flowing through, Smart's connecting me straight to you.
May every hello I miss you and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomy Inc. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience.
Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
And welcome back. For this segment, we have been joined by our friends from Tribe Fitness Club. In studio with us this morning is the owner and trainer, Orlando Che. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
And he's been joined by Kimberly Miles. She's a member of the Ladyville Lions Club. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
And season's greetings.
Season's greetings to you too as well.
We're here to talk about, thanks. We're here to talk about the second annual Haulover run.
Right.
Let's begin by talking first about the success of 2024's one, the inaugural run,
Right.
and what we can look forward to this year.
Right. Well, last year was the first Haulover Bridge run, 16 kilometers, 5 miles coming from Ladyville over to Haulover Bridge, and 5 miles going back. So that's 10 miles, 16 kilometer. The purpose of this run is a run for a cause. I'm working with the Kidney Association of Belize. We were supposed to have a member here today, but unfortunately she's not going to be here. So, run for a cause. We're assisting someone that is in need of financial assistance when it comes to their dialysis, right? So that's the purpose for the run, and that's how it all started.
I believe last year you guys ran for a sign, right?
That's for September.
Oh, for September.
September 10th.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But you're right, because we did have you on recently as well.
Right.
Okay. So
right.
how
I work closely with the Lions Club Ladyville, so we work together. So anything that involves the community, we partner together and try to get that done.
This is the second year for Tribe Fitness, and I remember Mr. Che, when you came on and you spoke about this grand idea that you had to encourage fitness and wellness in your community in Ladyville.
Right.
And at that time, it felt kind of like a novel idea because there were no gyms in Ladyville.
Right.
And so people would have to go in the city or go somewhere else if they wanted to really take their fitness and their wellness aspect more seriously. How has it been, since it started? Because we're now at year 2.
Right. We're at year 2, and I must say I'm very grateful and thankful. The community is supporting it. They're looking forward to it, and we're growing. We're growing. So I'm expecting even more growth in the coming new year. Everybody's getting the word out. There's somewhere that you can go and work out in Ladyville.
But aside from having somewhere that you can work out in Ladyville, you've also decided to venture into these different initiatives to raise funds for something, but still include fitness in that. Why? Why do you do that?
Of course, because apart from doing something for the community, doing something for a cause, we're encouraging people, because not everybody can go to the gym, right? So for some, it's too difficult. So we encourage walking, jogging, running, and we do have a large running community in the country. So whenever runs are happening around the country, we as a group, we have a group of ladies from my club, we participate in these events. So, we support everyone. We try to encourage it. We let everybody know that if you can't go to the gym, you can at least come out and take a walk, just to have something that you can do that is for your health.
Now, Kim, you've been involved with the Lions Club, also with Tribe Fitness for the past 2 years or so.
1 year.
1 year, for the past
1 year.
All right, fair. Talk to us about that partnership and your involvement in all of this.
Well, I'm also a member of the Tribe Fitness Club. And I started in February, and I seeing success. I go on runs. I did 10 runs.
10 runs?
She's done 10 runs this year, yeah.
Wow. I haven't even done one.
Thanks to my coach, and also with the Lions Club, we do a lot of community service and doing water station with the runs for Ladyville. It's a part of our community service there. So that's how we get in one of our big community service.
What has been the buy-in or the reception from residents of Ladyville? Have they been participating? Have they been, well, we'll stand on the side and watch and bring water for those who are participating instead?
Well, I would say like I have one person that is participating in Ladyville that will be a part of the community service. Then we have most of the Lions Club, well, everybody from the Lions Club, they're part of Ladyville.
Yeah.
And they will be participating, like, in the water stations.
Nice.
I wanna tie in the work that you do, Orlando, with the importance of giving back to, for example, the Kidney Association, this person that is taking dialysis. How does health and wellness prevent diseases like kidney disease that could potentially lead to having to rely on these machines to keep you alive, to keep your kidney functioning?
Well, we look at it this way. It's awareness, right? We encourage everyone to live an active lifestyle, to try to live a healthy lifestyle, because in the longer run, when sicknesses, ailments like these fall upon you, you know, it's a consequence of not doing these things, not being active, not eating healthy. So we encourage people, you know, it's not too late to start.
So how does the fundraising aspect work? Because people could just get up and run in the crowd, but how do they support and actually generate the funds?
Well, for us, there's a registration fee of $40.
Okay.
You sign up, you pay your registration fee, and then you get a number tag. You come on the morning of the event. We move off at 5:30 a.m. sharp. You're a part of the event. And whatever monies we raise from the registration, we will, of course, give it to the individual. We've identified through the Kidney Association of Belize. We have this year we're giving it to a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, wow.
15. I was shocked when they told me this is the person that we would like to help.
It's so sad when you see how young people could be
And when
fighting.
she said 15 years old, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I never expect that, you know, such young age, and we're having young teenagers, kids with not just that, not just kidney disease, but with other ailments as well. It's out there.
And when you really put into perspective how much it costs and how much, you know, times throughout the week people having to do dialysis would have to go about doing that. It's very expensive as well. I believe up to like 2 times a week. Some people have to take dialysis.
Minimum 2 times a week. They recommend 3 times a week.
Hundreds of dollars as well for each session.
That's right.
And the way that it controls your life too, the amount of liquids or fluids that you can consume because of that. It's really challenging.
Exactly.
Orlando, talk to us about where Tribe is headed to, perhaps in the near future. What are your plans in terms of growing this fitness club, or participating or organizing more activities where residents of Ladyville and perhaps others from across the country would want to be a part of?
Right. Well, that's the goal, to grow and bring more awareness to the community, get more people involved. I'm glad that I'm now in Ladyville, because before I got there a year and going for 2 years now, I was surprised that there was no type of gym or fitness club in Ladyville, and now that it's there, you know, people are responding to it. They're coming out, you know, we need to work out. I go, when I'm on the street, and I'm like, oh, you're the one with the gym, like, you know, they want to know about it. They want to, you know, it's getting out there.
How affordable is it? Because gym memberships, they kind of cost too, you know?
Well, for me in Ladyville, it's $100 for the month.
Okay.
That's not bad.
And what do you get? Do you get access to the facility? Do you have
well,
classes
I'm more of a group session instructor, right? I love energy,
training.
right? I love that energy when we have people come together, and in a room we can with some nice music we can do
Sweat it out.
Kind of like Zumba style, sort of like.
I do high intensity interval interval training. So every day it's something different. We change up the setting, and you come in. I show you what has to be done for today. What's the workout for today? And we
Does it involve weights?
Everything. Weights, body weight. I don't do Zumba, but I do more.
Like HIIT workouts.
Right, HIIT workouts, kickboxing.
Oh, you do
steppers,
kickboxing?
right, all of that.
So let's hear from you again, Kim, in terms of what this has done for you. You started last year, you said.
This February,
You started
almost
this
a year.
February. Almost a year.
Yeah.
Why am I getting this thing wrong? Forgive me.
Yeah.
You started earlier this year.
Yes.
What has that journey been like for you? Perhaps a transformation, how you feel about yourself, and so on.
More energy. I lost weight. I am more active. I sleep better.
Yeah.
Like runs, I never went on runs like that before, and like I can get out there and I can jog, I can walk, like I can.
She did her first half marathon last 2 weeks in Placencia, end of the world. That
Wow,
was her
she did end of the world?
Yes, she did end of the world.
Goodness.
Right. For someone that just started this year, you know, she's gradually.
She's actually getting to
leveling
travel
up.
the country, participating too.
Right.
And that's what I wanted to ask next. What advice would you give to people who might find running intimidating? For example, me and Isani might look like we're fit, but Isani probably can't run downstairs and come back up.
Don't test me.
Let's do it. Let's test it out. Let's test it out.
But for a lot of people, running is
Right.
intimidating.
Well, I always tell people don't start running, start walking.
Okay. Yeah.
Start walking, right? If it's something that you feel like you need to get out and want to do walking, start with walking.
Yeah.
Go at your own pace.
Yeah.
All right. And then go at a distance that you are pretty much comfortable with. Don't go and do a half marathon. Like her, she started off with, well, her first run was an 8-kilometer run. Right, I encouraged her and I said, well, you know, you've been working out, let's try it out, let's see how you can do it, that one. But usually I tell people, do a 3K or a 5K first.
Can we take part in the Haulover run even if we're not running the entire thing?
As in going out there and just
Like
wanting
if we're
to be a
not
part.
running the entire stretch, can we jog a little bit, walk a little bit?
Of course. We have people that will just walk from beginning to end.
Okay.
You know, if for that they might take a little bit longer, but they're coming out to support.
Yeah.
Right. If it's where we have people that are not runners.
Yeah.
And they'll come out and support.
All
And
right.
that's what we're looking for. It's just a community effort, a community event to have people come out and.
All right. Well, remind us again of the date and how we can register for the event.
Okay, it's this December 28th in Ladyville. We're located at mile 10 on the highway, right next to the fire station, the Ladyville Fire Station. Tribe Fitness Club is right there at the Taikro building. And we move off from there, come all the way up to Haulover Bridge, over the bridge, and then we're going to have a cone in the center of the highway. You go around the cone and then go back to where you started.
And how can we register?
You can go to totaltimebz.com. Registration link is there, $40. Once you make your registration payment, you get a token. You can register and you're set for that day.
All right. And I see some T-shirts as well on display.
Right,
Can you purchase
right.
T-shirts?
We got T-shirts. For those of you that did early registrations, you could have ordered a shirt. That's the one that we're wearing today. We're commemorating the old Haulover Bridge, right? Because I grew up with that bridge. Right? I used to travel up and down that bridge every day. So to me, that's like an icon. I don't know why they took it down. Right? They should have just left it there.
All right.
Right? And that's why I called it the Haulover Bridge Run. Right?
Okay.
Because I want to commemorate the old bridge. And the medal is actually, I don't know if they can post it up, but the medal is in the design of that old bridge.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is for a worthy cause, so please support, and we wish you guys all the best.
I'd just like to give a shout out to my main sponsors. Without them, I couldn't have make it possible. No, Wild Dog Food, they came out this year. They were with me last year. Minister Kevin Bernard, Minister of Health, I reached out to him, and he was on board with it this year. We have the Puma Highwayman gas station, Ladyville. And then we also have Bella Luna Massage. They're in Ladyville. those of you that will come out to participate in the run, you're going to get a free leg massage after the run, right? So that's going to be catered for by Bella Luna from Ladyville.
Sounds wonderful. Thank you very much, and we wish you guys all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, we take another quick break, and when we come back, it's all about preserving cultural identity with Bram and Samba.
Welcome to Benny's, your #1 store. Get fantastic discounts, massive deals, falling prices, and more. From A to Z, we've got what you need for all your building, hardware, and construction guaranteed. High quality appliance, paints, plumbings, tiles, electrical sinks and faucets in a variety of styles. Benny's Hardware, the best place to be, with brand names like Delta, Sankey, and Milwaukee. Need to freshen up your home? We have paints galore. BH, Texturelite, and Benjamin Moore. Hammers, grinders, saws, in tools we've got the best. Power drills and wrenches to ace any test. With Benny's on your side, you will surely succeed. From home goods to gym equipment, we've got everything you need. Light bulbs, fixtures, cabinets, drywall. Benny's has got it all for any project, big or small. So don't waste any precious time. Make Benny's your destination. Earn B-Bucks and win $10,000 with Benny's Homecation. So visit Benny's for some holiday cheer as we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
This Christmas is extra special for us at BB Insurance because it's our first. You welcomed us into your lives, and we couldn't be more grateful. Your trust means everything. From all of us at BB Insurance, thank you for being a part of our journey. Here's to many more holidays together. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. So much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just a voice that feels like home when the day is flowing through. Smart's connecting
May every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas! Smart, bringing people together.
Close off a morning show, and we also have some other wonderful guests here in-house with us. Of course, April Martinez. It's good to have her back. However, she is representing Living Heritage as an officer at Niche ISCR, and also with her is Shelly Andrewin. We just saw her as a master dancer representing Gales Point Village. Emmett Young on the drums, he's a master drummer, and Celine Solis, National Creole Council. Guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All the way back from India, New Delhi?
Yes, New Delhi. Yes. Very jet lagged, but very excited to be here.
I could imagine. We've been following the big announcement, your trip there, and of course, this comes at the perfect time.
Right.
We're in, the Christmas season where we know that the Bram and Samba will be taking place as well. Talk to us about what that trip involved and the importance of it.
Well, the inscription of the Christmas Bram and Samba is officially on the UNESCO representative list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity, and I know that is so long.
Yes.
But it is a specific list of global recognition of this cultural element. There are other lists, of course, but this one was more significant in showcasing the community's continuation of this cultural element, the efforts that the community has taken to safeguard it, and of course us as the National Creole Council and the ISCR Niche in assisting in publicizing it, ensuring that persons know about it, assisting with the technical documentation of the Bram and the Samba over the past decade and so, doing the brunt work of writing up the application and submitting it, because at the end of the day it was a collaborative effort. So while the community are instrumental in ensuring that this culture stays alive, this Creole cultural element stays alive, they had the technical assistance of the National Creole Council, and because it's UNESCO, they require that the state party send in that application. That is where Niche ISCR came in.
Yeah.
So everybody had to play a significant role.
What makes this unique, it's only the second inscription of its kind for Belize, right? The first was the Garifuna language, and now we have the Creole, the Christmas Bram and Samba.
Right. Yes.
What was that feeling in terms of being there in New Delhi, putting forward this thing, and then you were told, yes, you're in?
I'm gonna cry, honestly.
Yeah, it was really emotional, especially when you consider the years of work. It happens in a moment. It's 5 minutes. People from Belize tune in, you're highlighted, you have a statement, but it's decades of work. And you understand that there were so many people involved in this getting to that point. People who are no longer with us, Myrna Manzanares, you showed some pictures, there are videos. A lot of the elders in the Gales Point community who were involved in the documentation, in recording and explaining to us what Bram is over the years are no longer with us. So it's really a culmination of a group effort, as April said, not just an institutional effort, an organizational effort, a community effort, but individual efforts and sacrifice over time since we started going in, and sacrifice over time since the community itself has been, you know, committing to continuously practicing it. It felt really validating of all of those efforts, and we knew we expected that the inscription would be successful, but there's nothing like hearing it in that moment, right?
Yeah.
So it was a very emotional moment, I think, for not just us who were there, but people all over Belize and globally.
I think Gail's Point had a watch party.
Yes.
They tuned in early in the morning.
3-4 o'clock in the morning,
Yes.
because the agenda isn't laid out according to time, right? It depends on how the discussion goes. So 3-4 o'clock in the morning, it's afternoon for us in India. We're in touch with the Gales Point chair lady and other people. They're waiting. We're there, like, you know, anticipating. I'm backstage with Shelly and Emmett trying to coordinate, seeing if it's going to happen at that time. So it's a lot of energy and a lot of moving parts, global moving
Well, I
parts.
could tell you my inbox was flooded from Kevin Andrin sending me all this.
I imagine so.
But you know what? I wanted to get Emmett and Shelley in the conversation because they come from Gales Point. You know, this means, I don't want to say more to them, but we're seeing in person really what this means to them. Even if they did not get this recognition, we would have still had Bram and Samba come Christmas Day in Gales Point. So I want to ask you guys, what does it mean to you to get this recognition?
Well, it means a whole lot. The feeling is amazing, I'm telling you. And then I'm very proud that we did this for the country and our little community. So I feel good about it. My people, they're so proud of what have happened. So it's really, really amazing to us.
And Emmett, we have so many documentation of you, you know, so immersed in your culture as well. What does this mean for you?
This really filled my heart to know that the many years of hard work and dedication is now coming to the forefront, and people are seeing what I was doing now and understand that this is very important for the village and also for Belize to carry on the culture. And I just don't play the drum, I live the drums. This is part of me, this is part of who I am.
It speaks through you.
And now you're going to really see we take it to the next level. Come Christmas Day, you're going to see all the students out playing the drums. I would play, but I would let them take the highlight.
Well, speaking of taking it to the next level, what happens from here, April? How can we ensure that this isn't just a one-time recognition, that we continue talking about this and the importance of preserving culture?
I think that we've seen what an inscription like this can do through the Garifuna language, music, and dance. We know the Garifuna name. It's worldwide. People hear the music and they understand what it means. And so we're hoping that that is what happens with this inscription. And not just Bram and Samba, but other Creole cultural elements come out to light. And we hope that this inspires other cultural communities to take that leap, document. I always tell people that we can't do this without the community. If they don't invite us in, we can't do the work. And so it's, yes, partly us of the state, partly NKC, but it is the community that keeps their culture alive, that allows us to do this work.
Which brings me to my final question for you guys, right? Culture is always at a crossroads when you look at globalization, right? So while the inscription is one thing and we cherish that as an accomplishment, we're always and constantly fighting what else is happening around the world that's influencing the way we live here at home in Belize. Same for Garifuna, same for Mestizo, Maya, Creole. How do we ensure that this gets passed on to the next generation who have the same love and appreciation for it?
Well, that's a big conversation, right? So one, the first thing is acknowledging, highlighting, bringing visibility to the unique aspect of this cultural tradition as it's practiced in Gales Point. You mentioned globalization and everything that's happening around us in the world, but there's so much happening locally in Belize that influences our local community from one to the other. Our children are interacting with each other. We move in and out of our communities. The rural urban dynamic is there. So how can we do that? It's by creating those opportunities and supporting, enabling those spaces where continuity is happening, true expression and continuity. Emmett spoke about it, and he is implementing one of the key aspects of this. It's bringing young people, ensuring transfer of knowledge. If we remember Myrna Manzanares, who was instrumental in getting to this point, she's no longer with us, but she spoke a lot about cross-generational interaction. You have to ensure that that's happening. Letting the children take the highlight, letting the next generation, bringing them in, having them understand the importance of it. Emmett again said it. He's signaling these things that are important. Now people understand why we were doing all we were doing over the years. They were there taking part in it, but now having this global recognition helps us to understand, oh, okay, there's some value here in what we've been inherently practicing that's so a part of our nature that we forget how valuable it is. This allows us the opportunity to explore that value a little bit more, monitor those elements that are affecting it, and that might be immigration, like moving from community to community, globalization, influence of other elements, and seeing how the cultural tradition can manifest into the future, how it can grow, how it can develop, how we can have new practices from the traditional, how we can expand on the traditional, and how we can coexist. Because culture isn't stagnant. It will move, it will develop. It will change. We want it to change, but we want to maintain those elements that represent us,
With that said,
our communities.
With that said, I'm inviting everybody in the entire country to, if all roads lead to Gales Point for Christmas and Boxing Day. If you have the opportunity to go and see the Bram and the Samba, it's going to be happening Christmas and Boxing Day at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when they start going from house to house. So if you have that opportunity, if you want to see what this is all about, go on over to Gales Point. And I want to also say a big thank you to the Ministry of Culture and the Honorable Francis Fonseca for, assisting us financially in going to India, taking all of us as a delegation and ensuring that we were able to get this inscription on the global stage.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are completely out of time. But thank you guys so much for joining us. This has been a wonderful discussion, and I'm hoping that we can continue it even beyond the Christmas festivities.
Right.
All right. We do have to wrap things up, though. It is December 17th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to ya. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, is it your birthday today? April. No, I'm not joking. Is it? Oh, April, what are you? Well, what? Happy birthday to April. Happy birthday to ya. All right. Happy birthday to ya. All right. Okay. All right. And anyone else celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you as well. If you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oie@channel5belize.com. You can also catch us on Facebook, that's Open Your Eyes BZ, as well as Instagram for behind the scenes content, that's OIE Belize. You can even call us or text us on our OIE phone number, that's 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes.
Start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
And your heart's open.
Have a wonderful Wednesday, Belize. We'll see you very soon. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.